The 2026 World Cup could be the worst World Cup ever. I know how that sounds. It's the biggest sporting event on the planet. Grown adults cry over it. Countries that hate each other suddenly have something to talk about. And this one is hosted by 3 countries. More teams than ever. More matches than ever. More of everything. Which might actually be the problem. Because someone at FIFA looked at the most beloved sporting event in human history and thought, what if we just made more of it? The World Cup used to hit different. And I can explain why in one word. Scarcity. Only 32 teams qualified. Most nations never made it. A country like England would have a national existential crisis every 4 years just trying to get in. That pressure, that oh god we might not even make it energy, is what gave every group stage game its tension. When every team has clawed their way to the tournament, every match means something. Even the ones that shouldn't. Think 2002. Senegal beating France. South Korea beating Spain. Those weren't just upsets. They felt seismic because everyone there had earned the right to be there. And the format was brutal in the best way. One bad game and you're done. Packed your bags, cried on the plane, went home to a country that would never let you forget it. That's drama. That's stakes. The World Cup came every 4 years. You didn't get a second chance. You watched every game like it was the last good thing that might ever happen. So, what changed? At some point FIFA looked at the World Cup and thought, what if we made more money? Revolutionary. Groundbreaking.
Hello, I like money.
2026 will have 48 teams and 104 matches. That is not a typo. 104 matches. That's not a tournament, that's a season. FIFA will tell you this is about inclusion. More countries, more representation, more fans feeling seen. And look, there's something real in that. But let's not pretend the primary motivation wasn't financial. This is FIFA. The same organization that gave the 2022 World Cup to Qatar. The same FIFA whose former president literally fled to a hospital to avoid corruption charges. The 2022 World Cup made FIFA $7.5 billion. With 104 matches and 3 massive North American markets, 2026 projections sit above $11 billion. $11 billion. More matches, more broadcast slots, more TV deals, more advertising, more sponsorships. You see where this is going. For FIFA, more teams equals more money. Whether it makes for a better tournament is, frankly, a secondary concern. And here's the thing nobody wants to say. More doesn't always mean better. Sometimes more is exactly what ruins it. Adding 16 teams means adding the 33rd, 34th, 48th best nations in the world. Teams that used to just miss out. And by definition, the average quality of the tournament drops. More mismatches. More 6-0 group stage blowouts where the score is settled by halftime, and you've got 90 minutes of structured embarrassment left to sit through. Remember when Netflix greenlit everything? More content than ever, technically. But the average quality fell off a cliff, and Netflix original became a punchline. People spent more time browsing than watching because most of it was fine at best. With 104 games, I'm going to start skipping matches. And the moment I stop caring about group stage football, the World Cup has lost something it can never get back. Here's the thing that actually scares me. It's not the logistics. It's not the travel distances across 3 countries. It's not even the blowouts. It's that football is becoming content. And content gets produced, packaged, optimized for engagement, monetized, and then replaced by the next piece of content. The World Cup used to be an event. It arrived every 4 years like a comet. Now it's a content calendar. Is football still the product? Or are fans the product? Because every expansion, every extra match, it's not designed to make football better. It's designed to keep you watching longer. To sell more things to more people in more markets. FIFA isn't really a sports organization anymore. It's a media rights company that happens to own a football tournament. Will the 2026 World Cup be the worst ever? Probably not. Football has a way of producing magic even when the suits have gotten too involved. There will be goals that make you scream. Results that make you cry. At least one moment you'll talk about for the rest of your life. But here's what I actually worry about. The danger isn't that it fails. The danger is that it becomes ordinary. That it quietly, slowly becomes something you have on in the background. Something you care about a bit. But not in that primal, my entire emotional well-being depends on this 90 minutes way. Something that's fine. Think about how Star Wars felt in 1977. And then think about how it feels now, after 1,000 spin-offs and 1,000 pieces of content built around it. Not ruined. Still there. But it doesn't hit the same. That's the risk. FIFA has spent decades building the most valuable sporting property in human history. For weeks, every 4 years, when the entire planet agrees to care about the same thing. And now they're testing how much magic they can extract before the well runs dry. Because the fastest way to ruin something special is to make too much of it.